we're going to start with NASA Data and Julianne.
Hi, thank you, Sal. And is my slide sharing effectively? Perfect.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm starting with a number, 363%, which is the amount of increase in ESG disclosure between 2019 and 2020. Why did it grow so much? It grew because Larry Fink told companies to double down on their disclosures in 2020, and he has pushed them even more for 2021 and beyond. Environmental, social, and governance is a top of the agenda item for investors like BlackRock and State Street, for many of the world's largest funds, globally, boards, C-suite executives, regulators, and even procurement teams are all looking and talking about ESG. And this rapid growth in demand from stakeholders puts companies under a huge amount of pressure to provide their ESG information to the market. And if they fail, they could lose access to investors, 91% of whom now look at this information in their investment decision-making process. It could increase their cost of capital. Strong disclosure can have a 10% reduction, and they can put themselves at a big regulatory risk. It's a total must-have. But as it's new, standards are still being defined. It's full of uncertainty. It's super duplicative and manual. It's actually very, very similar to what GAAP looked like, or financial reporting looked like in the 1960s before there was GAAP. I'm Julianne. I'm the co-founder and CEO of NASA Data. And with my co-founder, Irina, a Xoogler, we want to make ESG easy for companies. The way we do this is we provide them a software platform, which is the top standards such as SASB or TCFD, and we end the manual error-prone duplicative work that companies are struggling with. And the companies using us love it because right now they spend their whole year on disclosures and they don't get to work on what they want to be spending their time on, which is improving the ESG metrics of their companies themselves. We've also been able to build our product with literally hundreds of the world's largest companies as our users. We closed an exclusive partnership 6 months ago. And what this meant was that in the last 6 months, we went from a prototype version of our software to having nearly 200 companies onboarded, around 600 corporate users. And we've actually upsold that into our first paying clients, which gives us a super unique go-to-market strategy. We actually closed one client literally 20 minutes before this call. As we're moving forward, there's a future where ESG disclosure is going to be as commonplace as financial reporting. Charging 50,000 pounds a month, this is a $15 billion market opportunity, and we have this huge unfair advantage. Companies are already on our platform, and our current main competitor is Excel and Microsoft Word. My professional background is in fintech. I've built products from scratch and time again. Irina worked as a software engineer at Google on ads and SRE. Our vision is to show the world how companies interact with people on the planet. If you'd like to connect, would love to speak further.
Thank you, Julianne. Super exciting.
Yeah,
okay, great. We're going to roll on 3-minute pitches. So right on to the next one, we have Klaus from Gentis. Klaus, take it away.
Thank you, Sal. Hi, everyone. My name is Klaus, and I'm founder and co-CEO of Gentis. When I was with Google, I kept telling a lot of clients, data is the new oil. So I wanted to figure out myself where the value sits. In fact, what we have seen is now a multi-billion-dollar business in data. And we have seen the evolution of a lot of data-driven businesses. But what most of the businesses forget is that data quality is essential. And we see two forced reasons for losing data. One is technical reasons and one is legal reasons. This made us found Gentis. We are 5 founders, a very strong founding team with more than 80 years professional experience with data, and we're meanwhile 25 employees on the ground. We have strong investors on board. We have done a good job raising more than 2 million euros so far from 3 business angels, Pragmatech, and also a public grant here in Austria. Our customer, you see some part of our portfolio. Lutz Group is actually the second biggest furniture retailer in Europe after IKEA. And together with them, since year 2016, we have developed this technology. There are a lot of big brands under NDA. We are not allowed to disclose them, like a car brand, like a big travel brand, and so on. So the pain point we're addressing is forced data loss. And what we have developed is could call it a data catalyst. Where do they lose data? 20% is lost in consent. 20% of data is lost with ad blockers, and about 40% is lost with intelligent tracking prevention developed by Apple or Mozilla Firefox. This brings it down to 35 to 40% of data only available on web tracking. And we have been able to change that. With Gentis, you get back 40% ITP, 20% ad blockers, and even for the consent, we have a solution because we can bring anonymized data into Google Analytics. This has been confirmed by 3 top law firms, Phil Fisher, Spirit Legal, and Geistwert. So this is fully compliant what we are doing. And therefore, we also filed a patent. And the last Black Friday helped us to make a real good load test. So our technology also scales. Our ARR is right now at 700,000 euro, and we have been able to double that in the past 6 months. If this resonates with you, please talk to me. We are raising 3 million in the next round, 1.5 million already committed. So please talk to me.
Perfect. I'm sure many people will head over to Gather at the end and have a chat with you, Klaus. Very well done. Perfect. Next up, we have a very interesting startup, Muddy Machines. Here you go.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Greetings from London. So Muddy Machines was founded by a serial entrepreneur, Xoogler, with a family farming background, myself, and my co-founder, Chris, who is a full-stack robotics engineer from Dyson. And we've teamed up together to fight the massive labor shortage issues in farming by developing a fantastic new robotic platform. The subsector that you have to imagine here is not your typical broad acre farming where you sit on a big tractor and won't drive up and down the field every day. We're addressing horticulture, where the cost input in terms of labor is 70% of a farmer's production cost. And most of that is actually sitting in harvesting. So these are crops like green asparagus, like artichokes, like courgettes, like cucumbers, where you have to go through the field every day, look at the plant, decide what you're going to cut off, and leave the rest to be harvested later. Brexit, COVID, and an overall declining availability of labor in this sector has created a perfect storm in the UK for farmers. Farmers are so desperate for a solution that they are supporting us throughout grant applications and early trials to get a solution faster. We have built in under 1 year, which is second to none in the robotics industry, a working prototype for green asparagus harvesting. This machine has a 20% yield increase versus humans. We are building now the machine that you can see here on the picture as a commercially viable machine for the 2022 harvest. We'll be operating at par on a per kilo harvest to human labor cost. Our business model is a harvest as a service model, so it allows for high margin despite being a hardware business. We've already secured over $1 million worth of Innovate UK grant funding to expand into other crops. And now is a fantastic time to join our cap table as an angel. We are just about 12 months away from raising a large seed round on the back of our commercial operations with the largest UK asparagus farmer in the coming summer. We have runway all the way until after that harvest season, but we want to bridge this gap between July and December to really do a fantastic round. We have access through our asparagus grower to over 80% of the UK market, and we already have relationships with international growers from Canada, Latin America, and Spain. Looking forward to having a chat with you after. Bye.
Amazing. Thank you, Florian. So next up, we have another innovative product. We have Jonathan from AMT Technologies. Jonathan?
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. My name is Jonathan Koller from AMT Technologies. At AMT, we build hardware and software to make driving safer in Africa. So we have built a hardware product called the AMT Copilot, which is a plug-and-play driver assist device that can be installed in a wide variety of vehicles. And once installed, the device is able to give drivers audio alerts if they're in high-risk situations to help them avoid accidents. In the short term, we are actually focusing on the commercial truck fleet market, where in addition to providing the hardware device, we also give fleet managers access to a web application from where they're able to view and understand their driver safety behaviors. Now, our value proposition specifically to fleet owners is based on 3 key points. So firstly, we tell them with an investment of $350 in our system for a single truck, this can help them prevent accidents that are caused by driver error, which in many cases can result in them incurring costs of over $15,000 and months of lost revenue due to downtime. Secondly, our system can exonerate their drivers from false claims and false accusations, which can help with the insurance claims process and that efficiency, and also help them negotiate their insurance premiums. And lastly, our system can help them understand their safety performance either as an entire fleet or at the individual driver level. And this is information that they can then use to structure incentives for their drivers and negotiate with customers. So currently I am a solo founder, but I do have a team of 3 amazing engineers that are working on hardware and software and machine learning. Prior to founding this company, I was a Google Cloud customer engineer, where I worked with a variety of customers from airlines to pharmaceutical companies, helping them to design and develop solutions on Google Cloud, focusing mostly on scalable web applications and machine learning. Prior to that, I co-founded and was CTO of Recyclers in Nigeria, which today is the largest recyclable waste collection service in Nigeria. Currently at AMT, we are just about to launch our first pilots with 3 commercial fleets. And as we continue to speak to various truck owners and demo our solution, we've been able to build a pipeline of $2 million in annual recurring revenue. And also, this is also by identifying customers that are already in the market for camera-based solutions. Aside from the commercial fleet market, we also do have a significant opportunity in the consumer driver market, the taxi and rideshare market, and the insurance market. And I would say that the insurance market in particular could be a really large customer for us, specifically for our safety data that our devices generate. So together, these segments give us an addressable market of about $40 million in Kenya alone, at least from initial estimates. Currently, we are raising $250,000 on post-money safe terms. So this is a pre-seed deal, an early stage deal. We have a $3 million cap. If you're interested, please would love to talk to you after this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. I hope you get that money and scale to Nigeria as soon as possible. It'd be very safe for my family there. So thanks for all the work you're doing there. Next up, we have Claire and me. So Amelia.
Hi, really nice to meet everyone. I hope you can hear me well. I'm Amelia, and together with Celine, a Xoogler, I'm building Claire, a virtual mental health coach, just one phone call away. I'm a psychologist, and our mission is to reduce the stigma around mental health. Celine comes from an entrepreneurial family and has a mom who's a therapist, so wants to democratize mental health to people who do not grow up with the topic in their own home. And you're probably all aware that the already fragmented mental health market is further widening the gap between all the demand for psychiatric solutions and the supply. The pandemic is obviously further accelerating this, and we have a growth of demand of over 100%. But the growth of therapists and human therapists is limited by only 4%. And this problem is mainly originated by human scarcity, and we believe that the only solution to this is actually using the scalability of tech. And this is where Claire comes in. Claire is a virtual coach for issues of anxiety, worrying, and sleep. Claire was born a couple of months ago and is already very wise. Claire uses cognitive behavioral therapy as a base and will not only react to you calling, but will actively and proactively call you. And then Claire will help you talk through the things that concern you that day. We did a first MVP test in Germany. We had really great retention of over 50% after 11 weeks. And we're doing a second test currently in the UK. People have already talked to Claire for 5,000 minutes. Our users are between 25 and 35 and often have symptoms that are too big for themselves but are not in therapy. It's really interesting. We're acquiring them anonymous at this point from Google, Instagram, and Facebook to get the real user feedback from people who are in need. And at first, our strategy is to set the focus on B2C in order to build a product that truly helps the user and to tackle the biggest challenge of a digital health company, which is user engagement and retention. And next year, we plan then to start B2B licensing and implement clinical trials in order to prove effectiveness and also obviously get into the masses. When listening and reading the user feedback, it's actually amazing to see how people already engage with Claire. We see that personification really works. You should try it out afterwards. And maybe to share a few user stories. One user, for example, who had a panic attack, left his girlfriend in bed and called Claire. Another user said that even though rationally she knows Claire's not a human person, it feels as if someone is thinking of her every day when Claire's calling. So we are sure that Claire has the potential to be great. We got funding from Entler and the state of Berlin and just closed the first batch of pre-seed convertibles with a micro VC in health, several German and US founder and consumer experts, and we are seeking for an additional 250K until the end of the year, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Emilia. Sorry about the slide not loading up, but yeah, super captivating pitch and project. So I'm sure people were.
Yeah, you can look up the slides.
Yeah, perfect. Great. So hopefully there's no more glitches with this one moving forward. Next up, we have Alexander with Just Point.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alexander. I'm a Google developer expert in machine learning and a former software engineer at Google. I've been working on machine learning projects for the last 10 years or so. Been teaching machine learning crash course in Google Zurich. And after I left Google, I participated as a mentor in Launchpad Accelerator and other Google initiatives for startups. And together with my co-founder, Victor, who is a former professor at Mount Sinai Hospital, we have created Just Point to fix one of the most convoluted areas of law in the US, which is medical malpractice and personal injury litigation. This is a huge market. The annual revenue of law firms in the US tort system is over $120 billion, with personal injury accounting for around $35 billion annually. And out of this money, about $12 billion is paid as referral fees for finding the claimants. Currently, the biggest player has around 1.5% of the market, and largely that is because the law firms are not differentiated, which makes the market pretty convoluted. On one hand, if you are a claimant, then it is very hard for you to find a reputable law firm which has a good track record with your type of claims. And on the other hand, if you are a lawyer, it is very expensive to analyze a case in detail, which raises the cost of the litigation and also brings around many frivolous lawsuits. We are building machine learning models to analyze the claims, predict the risks, and predict the potential settlement value. And on the other hand, we also analyze the historical performance of the law firms on multiple types of claims. Our goal is to bring transparency and efficiency to the personal injury space, and later to expand to mass torts and class action lawsuits with our machine learning models. We have reached $210,000 monthly revenue in November. 20% of visits to our online form result in a claim being submitted, and over 60% of the law firms to whom we are talking agree to become our partners. Among the claimants who use Just Point to find their attorney are medical doctors and serial entrepreneurs, but we are very happy to help everyone. Actually, our goal is to democratize this space so that not only the people with huge claims can find a good attorney to represent them. We have raised a pre-seed round of $1.4 million from angel investors, including prominent figures in healthcare, medical malpractice insurance companies, and law firm partners. And we are currently raising a $4 million seed round at $21 million post-money valuation. And we have left around $1.3 million in the round. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The right attorney for the right case. That sounds like an amazing idea. Thank you, Alexander. Cool. Next up, we have Flavor. Take it away.
Hi, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm Starius, and okay. Sal, I hope you can see me and hear me. Great. Hi, everyone. I'm Starius. Thank you for being here and for considering coming to coming on board with me. So we have some difficulties here. Okay. Great. Okay, I'll start again. Thanks, guys. Hi, everyone. I'm Serious. Thanks for being here today. And I want to talk to you about Flavor. Flavor is an app that helps you find what to eat faster and gives you the confidence to try out new things. It has personalized restaurant menus for you. So every time you go to a restaurant, you can see only the things that you like and you can eat. And you can see also a 1 to 5 second video for each dish, so you feel more confident on trying out new things. And also, if you're going with friends or with family, then you can see which restaurants around you, they have something for all of you. In the US alone, we have more than 100 million people with special diets that they find it hard to find something new to eat. And from the restaurant side, we have restaurants who wish to increase the revenue and be more efficient. And they can do that by reducing the table waiting time. In this case, for example, if they just decrease their time by 1 minute per table, they can increase the revenue by $25,000 a year. Also, they can offer payments to the app and see further benefits. In terms of my experience, I used to work at Google, helping tier 1 partners conceptualizing new products and bringing them to market. I worked in 17 different products and having an impact of $200 million in just 2 years of time. And I'm happy to take any questions now, Sal.
Perfect. Thanks, Sergio. Well, you've got a bit of time, so yeah, maybe I'll give you.
Yes, I had some technical difficulties, I have to say, so they threw me a little bit off. But I hope you now can see me and hear me. But there is also a page that I linked on my profile on Stonks that you can see the frequently asked questions, and I'm going to upload another video in a couple of hours so you can get a better idea. Again, I'm trying to go with the flow.
That's fine. Cool. No, thank you very much, Sergio. My girlfriend's a vegan, so I'm sure she's going to be using that app quite a lot to make sure that I don't take her to get, anything else. Perfect. Cool. Well, next up, we have another very pertinent problem, design with Design Pro.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mohammed, and I'm the founder of Design Pro. Design Pro is software to modernize design as a service, starting with the top segment of design freelancers and agencies. My co-founder and I are roommates from Stanford. We have a huge passion in design. I graduated from the Stanford D School. Murad graduated in computer science from the Human-Computer Interaction Department. And we've built products with some iconic designs in the past, including Google Apps, Siri, and Mac OS X. We've even started a design agency together. And so we've seen firsthand the problems that exist between designers and their clients. We're very excited about the design industry. It's a $162 billion market, according to Forrester. It's growing at 20% each year. And in 2020, $35 billion was spent on design tools alone. We discovered that designers hate the Fiverr and Upwork model, where there are high fees. The model incentivizes for high volume and low margin work. These designers are now going off on their own, but they still use very manual processes to work with clients. They have a lot of back and forth in email and Slack, and the apps that they use like Figma, Adobe, Trello, InVision, they're all fragmented and they don't talk to each other, and payments is not fully integrated. So Design Pro is a modern take on design as a service, and it solves these problems by streamlining the workflows and by bringing together these fragmented apps in a simple and beautiful way for tracking, reviewing, and billing. And with Design Pro, it's almost like you have a virtual project manager on your team. So designers can focus on the design work and come across as organized and with professional processes and templates for their clients. We're only 3 months old, And just in the last few weeks alone, we've already managed to sign up 140 designers and 8 agencies to our waiting list. We're getting amazing feedback, and we're really excited to get started. So we're raising a pre-seed of $300K to build the team. And in the long term, what Shopify did for e-commerce sellers to combat Amazon, we want to do for designers and creators to combat Fiverr and Upwork. We're super excited. And if this sounds interesting at all, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Mohammed. 140 plus users in that little time. You seem to be doing something right in business acquisition as well. So great. Thank you very much. So we've got 3 more startups to go. Next, we have Celine from Clockwork.
Hey guys, I'm Celine, founder of Clockwork. I have been building products at Google and various startups for over 10 years now. And my co-founder, Ravi, is someone I've known for nearly 20 years, all the way back from undergrad. He's a second-time founder. Clockwork helps you manage projects, automate internal processes, track actions. And all of this happens within your favorite messaging tools, such as Slack and Teams. The genesis of Clockwork is the realization that managing teams, getting things done, while this was always a challenging problem, has only gotten a lot harder in the last few years. In the past, you could walk up to a colleague, tap them on the shoulder if you need something. You would have in-person meetings where your physical presence would help drive team accountability and alignment. Now, all these physical interactions have been replaced essentially by virtual interactions on Slack, WhatsApp, Teams. All companies, large, small, public companies, startups, hedge funds, everyone is heavily into Slack and Teams nowadays for work. And these tools have become our new virtual offices where the entire team or company is present. And this has created a new problem where teams and individuals are receiving hundreds of unstructured messages in their system and overload of notifications. Ravi and I feel strongly about this problem, having experienced firsthand the challenge of running a distributed team, managing projects at our past jobs ever since the pandemic started. And we've acutely felt the need for better tooling that helps bring structure and process in this new way of working. And this has been further validated through countless user interviews. Hence, we're building Clockwork to help teams execute better, get things done in a remote-first, chat-first workplace. We allow you to connect popular existing tools. We allow you to automate internal management processes such as meetings, approval flows, OKR tracking, task management. And unlike other productivity tools that require you to create a new account, download their app, get acquainted with their UX, our goal is to bring our product directly into the messaging tools you already use. A very powerful benefit of this model is that we can virally grow inside a company once one user starts using Clockwork, since everyone else is already present on the messaging platform. We're a team of 5. We've built our MVP in the last 4 months. We have 5 or 6 startups lined up for our product Alpha, which goes live next year. And we're playing at the intersection of $2 billion industries, project management, process automation. We've raised $800,000 in a pre-seed round a few months ago, and we're looking to raise an additional $400,000 to grow our engineering team. Come talk to us if you want to learn more or if you want to see a product demo. Thank you.
Thank you, Celine. Very swift, very neat. Sounds like an amazing product. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Cool. So 2 more to go. We have Coco from On Brand. Are you ready?
Yes. Okay. Hi, everyone. Super excited to be here. We are Team On Brand. I'm Coco, and my co-founder, John, is also here. We're based in the Bay Area. John and I have worked together for years, both with the background in engineering and products. Our short video platform in Google's incubator, Air 120, was acquired by Google Search last year. We've gained a lot of insight about creators and content creation through that project. That's why we started On Brand. One of the key insights we had was that brand demand for authentic user-generated content, especially short videos, is exploding. Both brands use UGC for TikTok ads, Amazon listings, or their own social media. Data shows that ads based on UGC receive 4 times higher CTR compared to traditional ads. So it's no wonder that every brand is incorporating UGC in their marketing plan. However, today, it is still challenging to acquire compelling product videos at an affordable price. With the existing solutions today, like cold emailing or other influencer market platforms, there are still many pain points. It is time-consuming to find creators and communicate. It is generally expensive because most existing platforms only work with creators who have decent following. But most importantly, it is still hard to ensure the video quality and own-brandness. OwnBrand is focused on providing content as a service through our marketplace, which is already running in production with paid customers. Our key differentiator is leveraging AI to help everyone make high-quality videos, thus making content desirable and affordable. Our AI-powered tools help with every stage of video production from pre to post. As an example, we have been leveraging OpenAI's GPT-3 to generate video scripts to save creators time in ideation. It has been working really well. Our market size is huge, considering that the video advertising will reach $210 billion by 2027. We've made quick progress with great validation. In November, we tripled our revenue from October, earning $1,500. One of our paying customers said all the Amazon sellers should use OwnBrand. We're super inspired by our validation and hope to accelerate our progress by fundraising. We're raising $2 million for our seed round. Thank you.
Amazing, Coco. If you can, once you get that solved, that's going to be a huge market. I run an agency myself, and it's something we come up with every single day, just getting enough content out there for customers at an affordable price point. So amazing. Perfect. All right, here we go. Last startup. We have Chris from Kinu.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Chris, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Kinu, a platform for the future of learning. Previously, Abraham and I founded Retro Camera, which is a photo sharing app with over 30 million users, and a brain training platform called Memory Trainer with over 10 million users. We also founded Curiously, which is a market research startup backed by Excel and Spark Capital, which was acquired in 2019. We're either masochists or like really addicted to the startup thing, because earlier this year, we decided to found a new company and teamed up with Hannah, who was previously at one of Europe's largest edtech startups called FutureLearn, as well as Google, of course, and Deliveroo. She's also a research fellow at Monash University doing work on the science of learning. So combined, I think we have the right DNA and founder market fit to build a B2C learning startup. We look at learning as existing on a continuum, from unstructured and casual, like scrolling on Twitter, to formal and structured, like getting a university degree or doing an online course. Of the people who take an online course, around 98% of those who enroll don't complete them, and over 50% are just general interest learners who aren't there to get a degree or a certificate. That actually probably includes most of us here right now realizing it. So Kinu was born from a glaringly simple question, which is, for that 50%, what's the fastest possible way to learn something? Is the way that we learned how to learn in school the best possible approach? Spoiler alert, it's not, and by a shocking amount, and that delta is why we're so psyched on what we're building now. And in brief, how it works is we're taking the latest in neuroscience and cognitive science around learning to hack your brain so you can acquire knowledge really, really fast and combine that with an online community. You can think of it a bit like Duolingo meets Udemy meets Discord. We're pre-launch and currently closing an angel round with some of the best angels and founder operators in the UK, including 4 unicorn CEOs such as Tom Hume, partner at Google Ventures, Guy Pajarny, founder and CEO at Snike, worth $8 billion. Tom Leeds, founder and CEO of Motorway, just recently became a unicorn. Renee Reckman, who worked with us at Curiously before, founder and CEO of Moonbug, which just sold for $3 billion, and Adelina Gorshinova, founder of Upgrade, which is now worth $6 billion. As soon as we close our angel round, we'll be raising a $1.1 million safe to fund development for our launch in summer next year. So hit me up if that sounds interesting. Thank you.
Amazing, Chris. It definitely does sound interesting. What a team as well you've assembled there. It's, found the problem fit in a nutshell right there. Perfect. Well, thank you very much. That was all the startups that we've got. We're now going to give you all the chance to move across to GatherTown and speak with each of the startups, ask questions, and meet each other. So what we need to do is head to the calendar link that you have for the event, and towards the bottom, you'll see it says network event on GatherTown, and you just need to click the link to get through there, and the password is Xoogler 2021. All you need to do is just create a quick avatar and enter your name, and then it should let you go in there. Like I said, to navigate towards the big table that we've got everyone set up at, just click the map on the bottom right. It will show you basically that table in the middle, and then you can navigate your way there. So all the startups will be there. It's right in the center, just a little bit higher than the center. If you got any trouble, just email us and we can find how to sort that out for you. But yeah, thank you for joining. Hope there is some very eager investors looking for some of these amazing startups. And yeah, I'll meet you over there in GatherTown in a moment. Thank you very much.